there is a formation currently on FC25 which is taking the game by storm. Some of you might be thinking it's the 4-2-3-1, the 4-4-2, or even the horrible 4-2-1-3, but I'm telling you, it isn't. Is your team looking a little something like this on FC25 and you're looking to upgrade it? But today I might have a solution for you with lootbar.gg. Lootbar.gg is the fastest place to get your coins, but not only that, they are also the cheapest. Not only are they 8 to 10% cheaper than all other competitors, they're also considerably cheaper than FC points. On top of that, Lootbar are now also offering 8% extra coins on every single order. You can now also buy packs directly from Lootbar, which are also cheaper than on the game. And don't just take it from me, a lot of other creators are using Lootbar. And you know you can trust them because their reviews are brilliant. And on top of all of that, guys, they offer a very, very fast delivery service, getting you your coins within 30 minutes. So if you are looking for FC25 coins, make sure to go to the pinned comment or the description and use code VIPER to get 8% off all of your orders. Now, guys, before we get into the custom tactics today, if you are enjoying the content and you appreciate this sort of content, please let me know by leaving a like and also subscribing to the channel. The formation is the 4-2-2-2. It is taking the game by storm at the moment, and to go from Division 1, the start of Division 1, all the way up to Elite and also getting a win in Elite goes to show me that this formation is absolutely cooking at the moment. I absolutely love it. It's definitely my favourite formation on the game right now. It's difficult to get the right players to fit in to make this formation work, but I'm going to explain it to you now, so let's get into the tactics. First of all, we have got, of course, custom and 4-2-2-2. And for the build-up style, I have tri-counter. That's not bad in this formation. Short passing is really poor. I don't like it for some reason. I think it's very much you play this with everyone having ping pass or tiki-taka. If you don't have that, that's not going to really work for you. Counter is good, but does also leave you very susceptible to counter-attacks yourself. So I would say go balance. You get a bit of tiki-taka on this. You can also play on the break if you want to. This is entirely basically setting up to have you play the style that you kind of want to play with balance, and that's what I like about it, is you're not kind of shoehorned into one style of play, which you do have for short pass and counter. So balance is the best for me. As we move on to defensive approaches, it's very, very important that you listen to this. If you play with one of your CDMs on holding, aggressive is going to work in the 4-2-2-2. If you want to have both your CDMs on deep line playmaker, you're going to want to drop this down to high. For some reason, if you've got a holding CDM, you have enough cover to allow yourself to play super hyper aggressive. If you don't and you play with both of them on deep line playmaker, you've got no cover there, so you need to drop it down to high so you don't just get hit on incisive pass plus or long ball pass plus over the tops. Make sure you do consider that. I'm going to go for aggressive, which tells you what one of my CDMs is going to be on, but let's actually get into the roles now, as this is really important. And I really recommend that you try this because, my God, man, it works so goddamn well. Your goalkeeper is entirely up to you. I always say this, that it just depends on what you want. If you prefer a keeper that's going to be a bit more aggressive, then sweeper is the one for you. If you prefer a more traditional goalkeeper, then goalkeeper plus plus is the one for you. What I will say is, if you don't have this Team of the Year icon Casillas, you're already at a disadvantage. This is one of the best keepers on the game for saving finesse shots and travellas. I really recommend this card. Maybe you're having a bad time with him, but trust me, at high level, this Casillas is absolutely dominant and is the best keeper on the game, in my opinion. For our centre-backs, this is really, really self-explanatory. Don't ever change this. Make sure you've got both of them on Defender++. The one thing that I will say about the centre-backs as well, both of mine are incredible passers of the ball. Gabriel's got ping pass silver, left-footed, by the way, playing on the left-hand side. Rio's got really good passing as well on the right-hand side and is right-footed. I think that's really underrated, and you should consider that for both of your centre-halves. But make sure they're both on Defender++, and make sure they're both plus++. Trust me, Defender Plus isn't good enough. You need to have both of these on plus++. Most important positions for AI, so make sure you do have that. For our fullbacks, I think this is really self-explanatory as well, guys. If you've watched any of the other previous tactic videos, you'll know that I'm an absolute fan of false back. Both of them are going to be on false back here. Once again, what I would suggest with your fullbacks in any formation on this game is play them on false back, but make sure they have got good passing. This is an Evo Davies that's got really good passing, incisive plus, and Gray has actually got tiki-taka plus and very good passing playstyles outside of that. I believe he's got pinged and also long ball. What this does, having both of these on full stacks, gives you an overloaded midfield like you will never see in any other formation or role for your fullbacks. A lot of players will tell you to have these on fullback or wingback. I don't mind wingback because you've got the option of support. But in my personal preference, I love false back. I love the overload it creates in midfield. I really recommend that you guys try that as well. For our CDMs, this is what I was talking about earlier with the depth. Makalele, he is an out-and-out defensive midfielder, right? He's not good at going forward. He hasn't got the quality to go forward at all. He is going to be on holding plus and defending, which also gives you that cover to be able to play the 95 depth. As I did say, if you have this card on Deep Line Playmaker, you don't really have the cover and support to play the 95 depth. What we have with Yaya Toure is Deep Line Playmaker Plus and Build Up. The reason I like playing this, and I do think it is the best role on the game, is it gives you a CDM that isn't afraid to go forward, isn't afraid to get involved in the kind of final third at times. And of course, Yaya has got great shooting, great passing qualities, and scores a lot of Trivellas for me in this formation. You know, I think it's really important that you don't just kind of stagnate with both your CDMs and have them both on holding, because then you're a bit too defensive. Make sure you have someone here that's quite creative and can come forward and create chances for you. As I did say with Yaya Toure, we have got that very, very nicely. For our cams, this is interesting, man, because I never thought this role was very good. But we're going to have both of our cams here on Shadow Striker Plus Plus. Before we talk about this role and what it does, please, 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 please learn Trivellas, learn how to green time your shots. The thing you'll notice here is our left attacking midfielder is left-footed, our right attacking midfielder is right-footed. That is because at the high level, and even if you're trying to get to a higher level, Trivellas are king, and Trivellas are the number one way to score, in my opinion. So that's why I like to have a left foot on the left-hand side and a right foot on the right-hand side, so we can constantly look to angle for them Trivellas. I would also say, make sure your players here are very creative. Both of the cams here have got 5-star skill moves. One of them has got 5-star, 5-star. They've both got incredible passing, which is very important. You know, whilst they're on Shadow Striker, it's still important that they're creative, and they have got that in abundance, both of these. Shadow Striker puts them very close to the striker, so you're essentially working with almost like a 4-2-4 here, and your two cams are going to sit relatively close to the strikers, which, in my opinion, works really well. As I did say, I score a lot of Trivellas with these two, and it just is important that you have the left and right footers on the right-hand sides here, or sorry, not on the right-hand sides, on the right sides of the pitch, so you can score lots of Trivellas. But as I did say, Shadow Striker only really works if you've got 5-star skills, someone that's relatively physical, someone that's got really good passing. I've kind of preferred this. It might just be because there's two cams in this formation. Shadow Striker to Playmaker. The final thing I'm going to say on the cams, guys, is just make sure that they're really well versed. Make sure they've got great passing and have 5-star skill moves. They are going to be sitting on the toes of the strikers, which means you're going to get a lot of goals with your two cams. Sometimes in some games, you end up scoring more goals with your cams than with your strikers. As we move on to the strikers, we have got Doumbia and Pele. Something to note about one of your strikers in this formation and what you should have in a two-striker formation is one that is very good at passing as well. Pele is that option, and you can try false 9 here if you want to. I don't really like it in this formation with the two strikers. We're going to have Pele on advanced forward plus, and you need someone that can pop fine through balls in this formation. Specifically with the Shadow Strikers as well. Quite often, Pele will be sitting there, Neymar will run past him. And you want to be able to find that pass through, and Pele's really good at doing that. He has incisive silver, he's got technical, he's able to find really good passes. Other striker is going to be Seydou Doumbia, and he is going to be an advanced forward plus. He is the goal machine. He is the one who I want in front of goal. He is the one that's got 5-star, 5-star. He's got finesse plus. He's got an incredible sprint boost. He is literally there to just finish off the chances, which he does really well. So I'd say with your other striker, make sure they've got good passing. That's all I'm going to say. Make sure they've got good passing. If you know how to abuse the first time through balls as well, becomes insane. Especially considering the fact my two cams both have incisive pass. First time through balls all over the place here. Makes it really dangerous. And then, yeah, Dumbia, or whoever your left striker is going to be, just make sure they're really clinical. And that is what we've got. As you can see as well, guys, we don't follow the same formula with the cams as we do the strikers. We've got two right footers here. And, you know, Dumbia is right footed, even though he's got that 5-star weak foot. What I would recommend, if you can as well, is trying to get both of your strikers having Finesse Plus. As Finesse Plus in the box is really dangerous and it's really broken. But those are the tactics. This is what it looks like with the ball. Quite straightforward, I would say. You can see the overload you're creating in midfield there with the two fullbacks coming into midfield. Both of the CDMs sitting on each other's toes. That's not really how it works. Torre kind of sets up as a, how do I explain this? More of like a deep line cam, or I suppose instead of being CDM, he's more of a centre mid here, which allows him to dictate the play, and it's really, really valuable. And then you've got Makalele, who's sitting very, very deep and remains deep throughout. You can actually try as well here. Wide half, or probably centre half would be better. But I have found, guys, that these tactics are the best on the game. There is the code for you right there. Please give these a go and let me know what you think in the comment section. As I did say, if you have enjoyed and you appreciate this, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. But guys, that is going to be it from me for now, so take care.